Good morning, traders. This is Marco. We have the 12th of December. It's Monday. We are starting a new week, a new trading week, short before Christmas. And as every week, I'm doing my weekly preview. And I want to share you my thoughts about the coming week. We will also have a look on some important dates. And let's just start to it. So as you can see, this is the daily ES chart. You can see it here, daily ES. And I was drawing some bigger long-term trend channels, as you can see. This downtrend here started pretty much from January this week and is like following the whole year. And just recently, it was on the 1st of December, we had another bounce of this downtrend here. You can see that when we were speaking about this last week, we bounced off this channel, and also you can see this mini range here. We broke out of this range and came back inside the range. This is always the same. Most breakouts out of ranges fail. You hear me that saying many times, and again, it happened and it confirmed. And you can see even on the daily chart, it's happening. Not only on the tick charts, on the shorter term charts, but also on the bigger daily charts. So we had a failed breakout here, came back inside the range, and now staying inside the range. We have a special situation here now, because on the one hand, we bounced off this downtrend here. You can see the bounce and the rejection of it. And on the other hand, there's a shorter term uptrend channel in play here. You can see prices made a new low here, touch here, touch here, touch here. It's confirmed also to the top side. And now we see a first break of this uptrend channel here. It could be that we see a two-legged break here. So that means like we have this break, little correction, another leg down, and then potentially a retest of the highs. That could be one option, or this two-leg break will not happen in this like size. It will be a bit smaller. So let's say we're going a bit sideways here still, and maybe then retest the highs. And that could be another scenario. Or we're bouncing off this level, what we did, have a like little pullback, and then go and retest the lows here that were made pretty much in October this year. So from context point of view, we have some conflicting patterns. That means there's a downtrend playing, there's an uptrend playing, a shorter term uptrend, which broke. So according to price action rules, we wait for retest of the highs after channel break. And whenever we have two situations conflicting to each other, the best thing you can do is wait and wait for further and more price action confirmation, so we can see where it's heading to. And also we are still in this range. You can see prices are testing this range support here now. Maybe I can extend the range a bit, but I would like to see it closer to these lows here. And according to this last candle that we got on Friday, that looks very bearish. So just taking this candle here, I think we could see a retest of this shorter term channel here. You can see like this channel working lower, break, and there could be a retest of the lows here. So that's a potential that we have to see, and this could play out today already. So for example, that we're going to the lows and then go back inside the range. So whenever we have this kind of conflicting situation, be aware and check your channels. It's very important. Don't ignore the daily chart, because there are important support and resistance level. For example, here, the bounce of this channel, that can be a strong resistance. And whenever you see this on the daily channel, then be careful trading the tick charts, because prices could turn like randomly and strongly to the other direction, and you're wondering why this is happening. So yeah, this to the daily chart. We have a quick look on the important dates, and really this week is very important because on Tuesday we have the CPI data. That means we get some new inflation information, and that's very important for the Fed because just one day later, on Wednesday this week, we have the federal funds rate announcement. And yeah, as you know from the past, most probably, this day is always very important because markets can get very volatile. Markets can get very crazy depending on what Powell is doing. And yeah, so be careful this week. On Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning, don't try to trade, because depending on the news release, markets can like spike within, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 points within like seconds. So be careful. And then one day after, on Wednesday, we have it like at 2 p.m. So pretty much to the end of the trading day, we have the federal funds rate announcement. So I guess on Wednesday we will see, I would say, not too much price action during the day, because all the traders are waiting for the important news release. Yeah, so half an hour later we have the press conference. This can be also interesting to see like the thoughts of the Fed and what they're thinking about the future. So always keep an eye on that. Then one day later, on Thursday, we have the core retail sales. Also in the morning, keep an eye on that. So we have many important news days this week, and yeah, just be careful. Don't trade the news. Wait until the news are released. Wait like half an hour for that after, and then start again. Going back to the chart. Yeah, I explained the potential scenarios. Most likely we're going sideways here a bit until the Fed makes the news release, and from there it depends what the Fed says. If, for example, we see a 0.5 interest rate hike, that could be positive for the markets, and we could see a retest of the highs sooner than later. If the Fed, on the other hand, is giving some negative news, for example, that could be a rate hike of 0.75 interest point, or some bad indication for the future, then we could see another leg down here, the same what I described before. So yeah, that's it for now. I wish you a great trading week. Be careful this week, really, it can go very crazy. If you prefer, then just skip and wait, and don't trade the news. Really, it's not worth it. And whenever there was a news event, wait like 30 minutes after and 30 minutes before. And yeah, that's it for now. I wish you a great trading week, and speak to you on Friday.